So if you're like me and you're struggling with defense here in College Football 25, then this is the video for you because I have one simple adjustment you guys can make that'll improve your defense vastly, and that is changing your shell into a cover zero pre-play. Let's get into it. So the setup for you guys literally could not be simpler. There are literally no coaching adjustments that you need to make in order to get this to work. You just want to before calling your desired play, you can just get into the formation you want to call and then flick your right stick. You see down there at the bottom where it says shell default. We want to change that to cover zero. Now there are a couple reasons we want to do this. One, in order to shut down the seam passes that are so prevalent in this year's game. And two, to disguise your looks. So I'm going to get into both of those reasons in depth and show you them. So first, I'm just going to show you guys an example of how defense plays out with the default shell look. This is just your run-of-the-mill cover 3 out of the 3-3-5 penny formation going up against trips tight end verticals play call, both of which you'll see very heavily used online. And as you'll see, I'll just be able to easily fit in this seam streak in the middle against cover 3 with this default shell alignment. I can just bullet it in there and gain a ton of yards. Now here's the improved version for me to show you guys. This is the same cover 3 play call with the cover 0 shell alignment in the pre-play screen. So as you can see, the thing I want you to notice is how much lower this safety is to the line of scrimmage. He's going to be in a much better position to stop this throw here. So I'll just show you. I'll try to fit it. I mean, I might be able to, but it's going to be a much harder throw. Like, he gets past that. And then he does drop it, but there's room for that pass. But the safety is in a better position to make the play. And there's also the notion that 3 DBs are now on the side with 3 receivers, so I'll have an easier time. Like, this is what the play call looks like by default, but I don't want this zone crossing the field like this. So what I could do with this is just simply man him up on that middle receiver by clicking A on him, up on the right stick, and then in this case Y. And then we'll have something like this, and we will have more resources to devote to this trip side, so to make it easier for us to stop something like a seam streak. So I'll go to throw it now, and there's just no chance that that gets through. So yeah, the seam streaks are dead. And the last thing I want you to take notice of with this shell is the ability for us to disguise our coverages. So remember before, when we had that default alignment out of this cover 3, we had a 1 high safety look. So it was only this safety that was up top. This safety was down in the box like this. And having this safety up top gives us so much more versatility with the coverages we can call. So we did it the same thing last time. We manned this right outside third up on this middle receiver to take away the seam. And then obviously we have a huge gap right here on the right side. Makes sense. And having this safety up here, we can put him now in a deep zone to replace that outside third. So we can put him in an outside third right, which is left on the right stick. And now our coverage will look something like this. I mean, maybe we can adjust this guy, put him in a flat zone, and we should have all of our bases covered. It allows us to call much more versatile coverages and still keep the 3x3 on the trip side to stop all those popular route combinations. So, I mean, it just gives us so much more versatility with what we can call. We can call cover 2s. It's like cover 2s out of this. Oh, my mistake. There we go. Cover 2s. Any type of coverages, cover 2, cover 3, cover 4, and obviously cover 0. It'll all look the same. Your opponent will have no way of knowing, and you will be a better defensive player as a result. Enjoy.